theme song. And every night in prime time, you could come and turn me on. Turn me on. Turn me on. Turn me on. Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to Wieners and Steel. We're at New Jersey. We're at the Hawthorne Fire Department. We're doing a small knife show, and we're checking out Sharp by Designs knives here. Brian, here's his card. I don't even want to butcher his last name. Brian Nadeau. So we're here with the Bandit and
What the frig is that?
and Men of Aid.
No, why did you even...
I posted that last night. They're checking out my Jim Skelton picture. I see you beat me to it.
Where is it? Oh, there it is.
What is that? It's out of focus. There we go.
Way to ruin it, Mike.
It was out of focus.
Way to ruin it, Mike.
It was out of focus. You gotta put your hand underneath it.
What if
There.
it bites me now?
Now it's in focus. Ooh, shark. What do you got? So what do you got there, Fast Bandit?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, this is... What is he called? Can you get it on vid?
A shark bottle opener?
Yeah, who made that?
I believe Aldo.
Aldo? Who's Aldo?
From NJ Steel Baron.
Nice. The Steel
Yes.
Baron is here.
The Steel Baron
We're
is
actually
here.
gonna try to get Aldo on video to narrate because these knives, I understand, it's a steel.
The ones that I saw like that were just a little bit different. I did a powdering a little bit more aggressive. Chocolate.
So we got Brian over here.
Bottom.
Okay. He's talking to Men of Aid, checking out. What's this folder called?
This one was the Viper.
I've seen this one.
Very fitting.
And the book's closed on this one, right? That's done. For now.
Right now I'm just hot and heavy on those.
If you ask nicely.
That's smooth, right?
A lot of people seem to want the shorter blade, the 3.5 compared to the 4. Even though that's,
would you make it shorter?
It doesn't really carry like a 4 because it's so thin and light.
Would you make that into a?
At some point, yeah, I'm probably gonna.
So what model is this, Brian?
That's the Typhoon.
The Typhoon. So this is your Tonto shaped blade.
I'm gonna be doing other grinds too.
Yeah. Right now you got the Tonto. You got a drop point. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's like a drop point, spear point, whatever you want to call that. And, I'm also the next batch. I'm gonna have a Bowie style, which is kind of a Bowie like that shape blade, pretty much.
Nice. Very nice. How long you been making knives, bro?
It's been about 3 years now, but the first year wasn't really making knives. I was making all my equipment, and I made all sorts of grinders and salt pots and furnaces and Kydex presses and all that stuff.
Right.
And I was a machinery designer by trade, so
Get out of
I
here.
didn't even really start making knives until I had all the equipment. Yeah.
So all the equipment you use, you designed, you made?
Well, except for now I have a Haas CNC. So
That's pretty cool.
that's the majority of the work now. But no matter what you think, I don't go and mental telepathy the program to the machine and don't start popping out finished.
Just be modest.
Everybody thinks, you walk in and see, oh, CNC.
Right.
They just start popping out done.
Right.
It's not.
You're not a knife maker.
It's just different skills. It
Absolutely.
doesn't take no skill. It's just different skills.
I wouldn't be able to program this.
Most guys can't.
I would not be able to program.
I've been to machine shops that have 30 machines there.
I mean, this is
Talk to
intricate.
the guys, can you do that? They can't even do that kind of stuff. So you gotta know the software. You gotta know.
Absolutely.
Are these aren't IKBS, are they?
No,
Is it a cage bearing?
it's a caged thrust bearing. The GTC.
Do you make the pivots yourself?
No, to try to keep right now, because of the way I'm doing them, the cost is so high, all this 3D machining.
Right.
There's a couple places I try to cut corners to try to keep them in a decent price range,
Right.
which one is the pivots. The next version up from this, I'm going to actually make my own pivots and a better pocket clip.
Right.
Because the pocket clip is simple, very effective, but simple.
Is a pocket clip titanium?
No, they are AEBL.
And how is this designed? I see it goes into the handle.
Yeah, I can show you right here.
Got one open for you.
I got tired of having the pocket clip screws fall out on me.
Right.
So what I did is this, the clip comes through and gets held in, and then when the back spacer goes on, it holds it in there.
That's pretty
and
cool.
that way you don't have to worry about loose clips or any of that stuff.
Right.
And these clips, AEBL, hardened AEBL, I mean, they're tough.
Yeah.
Flexible but tough.
In the future, are you planning to make like 3D pocket clips or?
I'm probably going to do something. I still want to kind of get away from the screw-on type, so I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do with that. You know, I'm not really sure how I'm going to go about it yet. But pocket clips have always been kind of my sore spot. 'Cause I don't like a clip on a knife. Everybody wants them.
If it was up to you, you wouldn't have a clip
I
on?
wouldn't even have a clip on them. I hate clips. Actually, that's the knife that I normally carry, and I always carry it in my little pocket. You know,
Right.
So I never have clips on my knife.
Right. Oh, okay, the Bandit took my knife away that I was showing, but I'll show you another one. Here's another Tonto-shaped blade. What steel is this, Brian?
They're S35VN.
S35VN.
They're all serial numbered. The steel is on the steel.
That was Aldo talking about his beautiful steel.
The steel and the steel type and the serial numbers are hidden underneath. So if you flip it over and where you see the cutout over here, when you close it, you can see that information. You know, you can look through the crack and see your serial.
Oh, right through there?
Yeah, you can see your serial number through there.
When you close it, or
Yeah, you have to close it, and you'll see. You can read off the numbers, but that's why I put them on the. Okay. Put everything on the top here too.
interesting.
I just wanted to keep the one side totally clean. You know, in the beginning, when I was first started making knives, I had all sorts of engravings and shit on the blades, and I said, you know, I want it to be a little sleeker on the one side, so I kind of try to trim it down a little bit. The upgraded ones, the other thing that I'm going to do is, instead of having the lock shoe screwed in from this side, it's going to be blind from the back side.
So you won't have screws on this side?
Yeah, the screws you won't see there. It'll be hidden from the back side.
What kind of steel is that?
That's AEBL.
Or ABL.
Hard.
Now, you were explaining to me about the detent or lack of detent, which I've never seen.
Well, it still has a detent. It's just not a drilled hole with a ball.
Right.
And again, I tried testing that. So I would, with my first knife that I made, I drilled the holes, pushed the balls in,
Right.
and then forced it until it broke, and put the knife in a vise and forced it until it broke. And every time it broke, it would always break at that ball detent. So I
Right.
kind of engineered that out, and by doing that, I actually machine a nub into the lock shoe.
Okay.
That way, it's all one piece.
So the blade rides on that?
The blade rides on that. Now, it's normally not that big. Here's one that's like ready to go in, so it gets machined down. I machine them oversized, and then I tune each one in. I can get them plus or minus 3/1000, but the last 3/1000, I keep throwing it back and forth in the machine to get it to be a good fit, a good lock engagement. Now, you see, it's hard to see here, I actually chamfer that edge down too.
Right.
And what that does is, if you notice when you close a lot of blades, or actually open a lot of blades,
Right.
the blade has like a two-stage opening. It falls off the ball,
Yep.
and then it slides that whole lock face and then falls off the lock face.
Right.
With this, it doesn't do that. You'll see if you open them, as soon as it comes off, the lock is engaged.
I'm trying to get.
Want to see that?
Yeah, you want to show it?
So yeah, so you can see as it slides off, there's nothing. You don't get that second there. It's off.
And that's it, right?
Compared
Right.
to
To a
my
detail.
first
Put a new screen on.
ones, you can see it comes off. You'll see it actually drops off
Right.
and then locks up.
Right.
I mean that's trivial, but I don't want to have that whole lock face rubbing because I cut to try to keep my handle length down. I don't have a lot of material past the pivot. You know, I bring that all in tight.
Now your design, this, what do you call that?
Which one?
This. What would you call that design right here?
It's, I guess I call it a lock shoe.
Lock shoe.
You know, it's a
Does anybody else? Is that? Are you the first one to do something?
No. Hoback makes, you know, separate lock faces, the hardened lock faces.
Right, but without this, he has a regular.
Yeah, most
he's got
people
the
don't
whole
want to
back
do
wall
that
and
because
detent.
it costs time and money to machine a thick piece of stock.
Right.
Not to mention, you know, it's harder to set your detents. You can't go just drill through that hole now to set your detent on your blade. I actually have to take the blade in and out of the machine, and I tune that in too to get my detent where I want it.
Right. How about durability? How do you think
That's
this?
going to be 10 times better.
Yeah. That's cool. That's unique. That's Medivate taking pictures of his. Everyone likes that. Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you. The anode that you did on that knife that Nick is. This one doesn't have anode on. Oh, here we go. Is this heat anode or?
That's heat anodizing, yeah.
Nice.
I just got all the equipment for, you know, regular anodizing, or it's coming in Monday, so I'll be able to do a little bit more consistent colors and stuff like that. You know.
My sheath key.
Very
20
smooth.
minutes after I left the house.
Perfectly centered.
My girlfriend just got it. Sent me a picture of it.
Nice. Did I miss anything? Oh, I like the flipper tab design. I definitely like that. So it's
Yeah,
more.
you can either light switch it or you can just basically push it straight
push button
in.
it, yeah. That's my favorite way to deploy it. Love that. Very smooth.
And this went right from 3D CAD drawings right into the machine, and this is what you got. So there wasn't really much modification after that. A couple things.
Really?
The first ones I made were more like this, not really a frame lock. It was more like a liner lock, but not a liner either. It's a segmented piece. You see that lock in there is a separate piece.
Right.
Still titanium, full frame titanium, but a separate piece lock. And I made these originally like that, but everybody seems to want the frame locks.
Right.
I prefer this type because you're not inducing any forces on it. You know, you can white knuckle grip this and you're not squeezing that lock in tighter compared to a frame lock.
Yeah.
But gotta give them what they want.
So you're saying right out of the machining,
That went right
you
from
didn't have
3D.
to do the chamfering on this? It was all smoothed out already? Or you had to?
No, I just mean, you know, a lot of times you go from a 3D design in the computer and you have to change things as you're doing it.
Right.
This went right from the 3D right to the machine without any modification. So everything worked out the way I was expecting, which is normally not the case.
Very nice. Bandit, you want to get in here or you're still taking pictures?
No, I'm done taking pictures.
You want to get an opinion here?
You know, they don't want to hear my opinion.
Yeah, they do.
Tell me what you don't like. I have a hard time with nobody, I guess, to your face wants to tell you what they don't
Actually,
like.
I like the backspacer you did on this knife.
That's the full
That's not the
titanium
one.
backspacer.
That's not the same.
That's this one.
Oh, but a different spacer.
Yeah,
that the same one?
that one's engraved.
Oh, okay.
Engraving.
It's a little bit different.
Who did the photography for these?
Cooper, Jim Cooper.
Sharp by Coop.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's nice. I like his work.
This is it's worth every penny. And these are some of the fixed blades that I did. Fantastic fixed blades. Hold right in the hand. You can't sell them for anything. Nobody wants fixed blades.
Do you get a table at any of the other shows around here? The New York
I
Custom?
just really started, so this is actually my first show. You know,
And the Wieners are here.
Blade is going to be my first big show.
Oh, you're going to Blade this year? Oh, awesome. We'll definitely see you down there then.
Hopefully I'll have something to show you.
Do you have your table number?
25D.
25D?
B.
B. 25B.
How many you planning to have for Blade?
I'm hoping to get like 15 to, if I can go down with 15, I'd be happy.
And how? This is a big question. I don't know if you know this when you go to Blade. Are you gonna basically do lotteries, or are you just gonna sell them at the table?
This is my first time out, man. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
I think Friday you might just sell out Friday.
I have Thursday. Well, that's why the blue one.
Thursday it's open.
No, he's probably
be there
gonna join
Thursday.
us at the pit, and then it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
but he's
We won't
got a
have anything
table.
left on
He's gotta
Friday.
have a
They're all
table.
gonna sell Thursday.
The blue one I've been keeping for myself because I always sell them all, and then I have nothing to show anybody. So I've been kind of convincing my wife I have to keep this one to show.
To be honest with you, I don't know if there is anything I can tell you that I don't like about it.
You mean the bandit is impressed?
I really am.
So what would you give this? You gave a letter grade the other day to Shark Knife Guy. You gave him an A-. He was very upset, by the way.
What's that letter?
I gave, what's his name, Edison?
Edison, you gave him an A-. You want to upgrade that, or
I'm
you
sorry,
sticking to
Edison.
that?
I'm sorry, Edison.
He sold both his knives on Jim Skelton's.
I saw that.
If he
Oh, I
had
heard.
5, he would have. He had a lot more.
I don't know.
You don't know? No letter grade. Bloomberg will be very upset with you.
Oh, I see. There's a baldy tent in there too that it hits.
Bandit's
The
thinking.
blade,
it's not
the
making
blade.
sense.
I love this. I love
right,
this
right.
blade design.
With the holes.
Yeah, I really do. I really like
Makes it
that.
lighter too.
And
That flips really well.
I know. Everything is so perfect and clean.
And again, these will flip
the
just
tolerances. Are,
Yeah. Yeah.
That one has 1,000 flips on it compared to the other one. I literally
like-
finished them up.
Actually,
I like
yeah, you
the,
just
I
made
like
some
the
of these
flow,
last night.
I like the flow through design. I don't like the full backspacer when it comes all the way up and you can't see in there.
Right.
Some
Some
that's
people do, some people
opinion.
don't.
You
It
know,
can-
that's personal preference.
Some people say, "Oh, it collects dust." You get more dust and stuff in here that way, but it also has a
but
place
it's
to
easier.
go.
It's easier to clean. Even getting me on camera.
Guy, got you. Got you. I'm a pro.
Yeah, I like the flipper design. I really just like the way it looks when it's open. Everything down here. I don't know. It's a cool design.
Light, slim,
Yeah.
doesn't carry like a 4-inch knife.
Pocketable.
That thing weighs nothing. I think with this blade, it's 4.7 ounces.
Pocket that. I want to see what it looks like in your pocket.
You mind if I put this in my pocket?
Not at all. As long as it's not running away.
Or you can hold on to that for collateral. Cool. That's nice. And I actually like.
Actually, it looks
I
like.
like the how the clip sticks out kind of far at the top, because the most of the time my work pants are thick because they have the leather patch on there for the tape measures.
Your chaps?
My chaps, yeah, my assless chaps.
What kind of work do you do?
You don't want to know.
Actually, it looks like
No,
the Quayback in
this-
your pocket.
This actually.
What do you think, Nick? It looks a little bit like the Quayback, right? The butt.
It's got that shape to it.
I like that.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. I really. There's not much I can. There's not much I don't like about this. I'm gonna give this one an A.
Hey, nice.
All right, you can live today.
All right.
Put Brian's
I'm walking
card
out of here
on.
alive.
I'll also put the link below so you guys can see his
Do you
information.
want to see this one again, Mike? Because I'm gonna steal both of these to take pictures now.
You're taking pictures?
Yeah, of the
All right.
two Tontos.
Okay. Well, I'll pause it now, but I pretty much checked out. Oh, let's look at this last one. There.
Obviously, one of my major concerns that I'm going to try to get better at is blade finish. It's just,
Well,
right now I have only a certain amount of time allotted to each one that I can spend, because I can spend major hours on each.
Yeah, but the finish is fine.
Do you mind if I go over to Aldo's table with the black tablecloth?
actually, where are you going? We're not responsible for you.
You chip it, you buy it.
Actually, I think Lee would like this sideways satin. Very nice. That's nice. I like the chin thing. Feels good. It's actually very smooth. It doesn't feel aggressive. It might look aggressive, but in hand, it's actually very, very smooth. Like if you guys are concerned that it might tear into your jeans, no, it feels. It's not like a rasp. It feels very smooth. Good retention on the pocket clip. Pretty cool. Of course, I love this design. Is that your logo? Oh yeah,
Yes.
there it is.
So in terms of machining, since I
Pretty much
you said
sterile.
the code is so
No logos or anything.
like
you know?
are these
Love that.
Are each of these sections machined separate?
If you want to, I can show you if you want to prefer to see.
Oh sure.
Okay, I'm gonna pause here. We'll get back later. Just checking out the handles too.
Flat bottom.
All the handles on all these are like that, or is this just?
No,
Because
they're
that's
all like that.
What's the other one then? Because these are frame locks.
This
That's
one,
just without
it's
the
the
cut
frame
yet?
lock. This one doesn't have the cutout for the frame lock yet.
How much does it weigh, Brian? Do you know?
The one with the cutout blade and titanium backspacer is 4.7 ounces.
Are they all titanium backspacers?
These are, yes. I did do a couple in stainless steel. So here's just all the sequences to make just the scales. And that's just the 3D work on all the scales. So
Brian's just showing us the
you gotta
work,
pick your tool paths,
all his files.
when I go into each part of that, for example, roughing, you have to go in and you have to specify everything. You know? So it's not quick like everybody thinks. It's not brainless. I'm not my wife would argue, but I'm not a big dummy.
I'm already intimidated by all the programs you got there.
It's a lot of work. So these are all the different tool paths I have for different sections. So what I can do is, if you said I want the texture up front and nothing in the back, I pick what type of texture I want and pick the tool path for that, and then pick areas that I machine down.
So I just want to pan out and show you guys this little knife show here in the fire department at Hawthorne. Over there they got Wieners. All right, guys.
Yeah, what I